show Chopped.
And speaking of delicious food, every year the best pizza makers from around the world head to Las Vegas for the International Pizza Challenge. It's the country's largest pizza making competition, and it's happening this week. We are so excited to welcome one of the contestants, Chef Michael Baldwin. He came in third in his category last year, and he's heading back to Las Vegas in a few days, hoping to win it all this year. But he's here now with, of course, his teammate, all important, and Chef Gabriella Baldwin, and they run Testabara in Macomb. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we talk about pizza, and we talk about, okay, there's different toppings, but it's really probably more about the dough, right? And
Absolutely.
What makes yours kind of stand out?
And you know what? That's the division that I'm going into. That's what it's all about. So minimal toppings, a true traditional pizza. So we're going to show you how we're going to keep it nice and simple here. We have a pizza dough here that is a biga fermentation, and I'm going to stretch it out for Chef Gabby here.
Now, is this, when you talk about dough, do you have your secrets to making this so good?
You know what? Just a lot of trial and error.
Okay.
And, don't be afraid to, make a dough and fail, because you got to fail before you succeed. So.
Now, you did not fail because you had third last year. And You're going to be going, and this is just days for you, or days away. Do you see yourself doing anything a little differently this year, or has the competition changed, or?
Honestly, so doing so well last year, I'm going to try to do mostly the same, but I have been experimenting with a little bit different styles of fermentation, different blends of flour, so always trying to constantly change things up. But also, I want to see if there's a little bit of consistency in what I did last year, so I'm going to kind of bring the same set, maybe a couple secret ingredients that we'll kind of display whenever we're there.
Always.
On Instagram or Facebook. So.
And I imagine it's not only just taste, but it's probably, like texture, obviously a whole category of things, right, that they're judging you on?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Structure is a huge part of the dough, and that's a huge part of the grading process, as well as the size of the dough. So I think pertaining to what we're going to do different is definitely making sure we're at that 12-inch in diameter.
Okay.
And like he said, it's all in the pre-ferment. That's where the flavor lies, and that's where the texture lies.
And what do you do? You're just adding the toppings now? And
yeah, so this is the Vegas cheese. It was born in Vegas last year.
Wow.
That's why we called it the Vegas cheese, and we then put it on our menu. But it's very special because it's kind of like a New York, Detroit hybrid style pizza. It eats like a New York pizza, size of a Detroit small, and then we top it with sauce, of course, synonymous to Detroit.
That's fantastic. Now, how do you get into this? So say someone, young person wants to start making it, how do you even begin?
Yeah, so I would honestly get an at-home pizza oven or maybe a pizza stone, and get those basic ingredients: flour, water, salt, olive oil, and the sky's the limit. So you just really got to be brave and try your recipe. But there's so many good pizza makers in the world. There's so much great information out there. And honestly, the most important thing about pizza is that it's so fun and it's delicious. So it's something that you can always kind of give somebody an aspect of home feeling.
I know that when we make it at home, it always, even for kids, it always is that much better when they get their hands into it.
Yeah.
And then they can do it themselves too. But we like to go out and actually get the pizza done professionally. So we want to follow you, your competition. We don't want to miss anything, and we want to make sure we come see you in Macomb. So how do we do that?
You can come to Testabara at 22 in Romeo Plank, or
J. Baldwin's at 18 in Garfield.
Okay.
And we'll actually be posting live updates on the competition on our social media platforms at Testabara, at J. Baldwin's, and at Mike and Gab's, our personal account. So you'll see some fun, maybe backstage info on there.
Oh, I would love to see that. Thank you so much. And I know you guys are pinched for time because, again, it's Monday, right? You're heading out?
We're heading out. We're going to be on a plane.
That's right. We got our dough ball. We're going to kind of bring it in these containers here.
Okay.
And as far as the air pressure and whatever happens there, and hopefully it stays cool. And we'll make the convention floor, and we're going to let it rip. So at Testabara, we're going to try to take the gold this year.
Yeah, we have confidence, and we're going to follow you. So thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you for having us.
It looks so fantastic. It smells even better. So thanks again. All right.